Okay, let's go back to the question I think we were talking about before the phone call. I was asking you to explain the importance to a Scientologist of going up the bridge.
Well, the bridge represents the levels of awareness, knowing how to know. And at the top of the grade chart, you enter a phase where you are not dependent upon the physical body for any reason whatsoever. You operate by postulates. You say, let there be light, and there is light. In other words, that's a postulate. And you don't need any of the barriers of the physical universe in which to operate.
Now, is it you, or do you mean, when you say you in that explanation, you the thetan or you the body?
No, we're talking the thetan.
Okay.
The body is the genetic entity.
So the you in this...
There is no body you. You are not a body.
I understand.
That's the whole point I'm trying to make.
I understand. So that it's the thetan that gains these abilities through the processing.
Yeah, the genetic entity is no different than a genetic horse or a cat or a dog.
Are these new abilities that the thetan acquires, or are these old abilities that the thetan always had?
These are exactly. They're old abilities that the thetan learns how to reacquaint himself or herself with.
You mean I have these abilities?
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
only a matter...
It's a matter of the fact that they're occluded. Your abilities are hidden. They're occluded because of all of the overts that you've committed along the line.
How did it happen that the thetan lost the abilities?
Because the thetan became the victim of his own trap. He built this trap called the physical universe because he wanted to create randomity. And he wanted to create, in other words, a big game where, picture yourself knowing everything there is to know and knowing how to know it, and there is an element of 2.5, which would be boredom on the tone scale. There would be an element of, well, we know all there is to know, so what else is there? So we created the element of being slightly unknowing in order to enjoy re-knowing. Do you understand what I'm saying? The purpose of setting up the physical universe the way we did was to create a game. But unfortunately, we created the game. It's like, there's a very good analogy. When they built the atomic bomb in the 40s, they didn't build the cure for the atomic bomb. They just built the bomb. And the same analogy, the way I learned it in training, is we built the body and the physical universe without the way to unbuild it or uncreate it. And that's what Scientology does. Scientology is the method of uncreating the physical universe, uncreating the mess that we're in. And it can be done in a variety of ways. One of them is uncreating time itself. Because very few people realize that there's such an illogical thing happening here. We have three-dimensional space, and we only have two-dimensional time. That is totally absurd and ludicrous. Because when you think about it, why should time be moving in one direction with consecutive moments of now? Why shouldn't time be moving in any direction you cause it to move?
If a thetan regains its lost powers, what's it capable of doing?
It's capable of knowing, being, doing, and having whatever it wants.
Does it have power over matter, energy, space, and time?
That's one of the byproducts of regaining this ability.
So it could postulate whole universes.
Exactly. You can build your own universe. The PDCs teach you, the Philadelphia Doctorate course lectures teach you how to build a universe.
What do you mean by build a universe?
How to create your own universe. Forget about this one. You could postulate a universe and build it better. For example, in the PDCs, Ron talks about God's mistakes in creating the physical universe, if he in fact created it, which we know that he didn't. He created us, allegedly. That's the eighth dynamic theory. And of course, it's also in my book of life too. God created us as theta. In the book I say as pure thought. And we built the universe, because after all, if God is infinitely good and truth and love, why would he create a universe whereby every time we had to eat, some plant or animal would have to die?
How important is it to you personally to regain your thetan powers?
It's the most important thing in my life. I would do anything it takes to do it. Anything. At this point, in fact, I found out that Cult Awareness Network has some hidden Scientology data. Are you aware of that?
No.
Well, I found out. I made some calls, and now I'm trying to. Of course, I'm operating as a squirrel, you know, obviously, because I can't do it standardly. But I have to get this data, no matter what it takes to get it.
What do you mean as a squirrel?
Well, a squirrel. Oh, I didn't bring my tech dictionary back down here. It's up there.
You know
a squirrel.
you know the definition.
A squirrel is a person who perverts Scientology, who alters the tech, and who tries to delve into offbeat practices which are not approved uplines by Scientology as what is standard.
Why are you a squirrel?
I'm a squirrel now because I can't go up the bridge, and I need to get the data. How can I go up the bridge now when I'm declared a potential trouble source?